Look, I'm going to give you the answer that you're all looking for right up front. Will AI replace photography? Yes and no. Now, if that sounds like a cop-out, stick with me for the next 6 or 7 minutes. I've been shooting professionally for over 20 years, and what's happening right now is unlike anything I've seen in this industry. I'm seeing photographers on Reddit threads, Facebook groups, Discord servers everywhere asking the same question with the same anxiety in their voice. Is my career over? Should I even bother learning photography in 2026? Why would anyone hire a photographer when AI can generate whatever they want? I get it. I felt it too. But here's what 20 years in this business has taught me. The answer isn't black and white. It's not AI will replace everything or AI can't touch real photography. The truth is more complicated and more interesting. Now, first, let me tell you what I do. I'm a landscape photographer. I spend days hiking in remote locations, waiting for the perfect light, dealing with weather, equipment failures, and the occasional yogis out there. Now, I have zero patience for portrait work. Never have. I've tried. I don't have that people person gene, and not at least with a camera in my hand. And that matters for this conversation because what AI threatens in my world is very different from what it threatens in a portrait photographer's world or a wedding photographer's world or a product photographer's world. So let's break this down by category because photography isn't one job. It's 20 different jobs. All right, let's kick things off with what AI can't touch. Wedding and events. AI can't photograph your actual wedding. I know that sounds like a Captain Obvious moment, but let's be clear. No couple is going to generate their weddings with Midjourney. Why is that? Well, because those aren't their memories. That's not their grandmother crying during the ceremony. That's not their friend who showed up drunk and knocked over the cake. Wedding photography, event photography in general is about capturing a specific moment that actually happened. AI can't do that. It can't be there. It can't create the moment. This is safe. So if you shoot weddings, well, you're not getting replaced. Let's talk about sports and photojournalism. Same logic. AI can't photograph the game-winning touchdown that happened yesterday at your local high school. It can't be at the city council meeting when the mayor loses his temper and goes off hinge. If your job is documenting reality as it happens, friends, you're safe. Personal photography. Nobody's generating their baby photos with AI. Nobody's faking their family vacation to Yellowstone. People want real photos of real moments with real people they love. That's not going to go away. Now, let's talk about what's already threatened. Now, here's where things get a little uncomfortable. Stock photography. Look, we've seen the writing on the wall for some time. Stock is toast. It's over. Why would anybody pay $50 for a generic stock photo of a businessman shaking a hand when they can generate the exactly what they want in 30 seconds for free? They wouldn't and they aren't. So if you make a living selling stock photos, I'm sorry, but you need a new plan. That market is collapsing or has been collapsing over recent years. All right, product photography. This one hurts because it used to be good money. And here's the reality. Brands are already using AI to generate product shots. They photograph the product once, clean white background, and then AI generates it in every lifestyle setting known to man that they need. Beach, office, kitchen, living room, whatever. Why? Well, because it's faster. It's cheaper than hiring a photographer, running a location, and doing a full shoot. Is the quality perfect? No, not yet, but it's good enough for Instagram ads. And good enough for Instagram ads is most of the commercial market right now. So if you're shooting product photography, well, you need to get really good at something AI can't do, or you need to find, well, a different specialty. All right, commercial and advertising. This one's actually partially. Big brands are experimenting with AI for advertising imagery, and I've seen some beauty brands using AI-generated models, furniture companies using AI interiors, but this is important. They're not using only AI. Not yet. They're kind of like a hybrid model. They're mixing it up there. Real photography plus AI enhancement or AI drafts that get refined by human photographers. The job isn't gone, but it's changing. And if you're not adapting, well, frankly speaking, you're falling behind. All right, let's talk about the weird middle ground. Now, let me talk about where I actually work. That's landscapes. Can AI generate a landscape photo? Yeah, absolutely. In fact, it can generate landscapes I could never physically shoot. Imaginary mountains, impossible light, fantasy worlds. So am I worried? Well, a little, but not as much as you think. Let me expound on this. People who buy landscape photography, galleries, collectors, editorial clients, and so forth, they care about the story. This is Half Dome at sunrise after I hiked 11 miles in the dark and waited 3 hours for the clouds to break. That story matters. The authenticity matters. An AI-generated mountain doesn't have that. But this is the uncomfortable truth. Most people scrolling Instagram, they don't care about the story. They just want a pretty picture. So if your business model is selling $30 landscape prints on Etsy, yeah, you're competing with AI now, and AI is winning on price. If your business model is selling $3,000 limited edition prints to serious collectors, you're probably fine. You see the difference here? So let's go back to full circle here. Here's my actual answer. AI will replace the bottom tier of photography, the commodity work, the good enough for client budget stuff. It's not going to replace the high value work that requires being physically present or that trades on authenticity and story. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you're starting out, well, don't compete on price. Don't try to be the cheap option. AI is cheaper than you. You will lose. Not a matter of if, might, or maybe, you will. Compete on being a human, on being there, on telling stories with real moments. If you're already established, double down on what makes you irreplaceable. Your style, your relationship, your ability to see moments before it happens, seeing around corners. If you're in a threatening category, stock, product, generic, commercial, start pivoting right now. Learn video, learn 3D, learn to direct AI instead of competing with it. 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, people said digital photography would kill film photography. I mean, it did mostly, but the photographers who adapted, they survived, and some even thrived. Actually, a lot really thrived, did well. This is the same thing, only faster. AI is not going to replace photography, but it is going to replace photographers who refuse to evolve. So that is that. What are you going to do about it? Let me know down in the comments down below. And if you found this helpful, subscribe for more honest takes on where this industry is actually heading, news, and all sorts of photography related stuff on this channel. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you as it is, the truth. And with that said, friends, I'm going to be shutting off the cameras. You get out there and take your best shot.